Hello everyone, Fanta here. You're watching FANTAVISION, and today I have to discuss this because it's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's sad. And I don't know if it's a joke. I'm hoping it's a joke, but at the same time, if it is, you're screwing a lot of people over. Alright, what am I talking about? Well, obviously you've read the title, so you know what I'm talking about, and that is the Steam Awards. This is a time where indie games can get a spotlight, like a massive spotlight. And when it comes to game development, you're constantly being pushed down and buried by thousands of other games coming out every single year. And this is a chance for indie games and good games to get a deserved spotlight. People that are putting their time, energy, money, just their entire life into these projects that are incredibly just time consuming and stressful and difficult. And yet, this is what we have winning. Now, most of the winners are completely fine. They're justified. But there are two specific categories that I just don't understand. And I don't know how they were even to be able to be qualified for that in the first place. Especially one of them. One of them doesn't make any sense. We have Red Dead Redemption 2 as the Labor of Love Award winner. When was the last update even for this game? I believe it was 2021 was the last major update for this game. Red Dead Online sucks. I don't understand why it's on here. Labor of Love. Let's read this together, guys. Let's read this together. This game has been out for a while. The team is well past the debut of their creative baby, but being the good parents they are, these devs continue to nurture and support their creation. This game, to this day, is still getting new content after all these years. That does not describe Red Dead Redemption 2. Not only is it not getting good content, it is not getting content at all. So I don't know why the hell this is on the 2023 Labor of Love. I don't understand it. It wasn't last year. Why is it winning this year? I don't get it. Games that deserved it last year won. This year, Red Dead Redemption 2 won, and I have no idea why, because it was a train wreck when it came to support after launch, because again, Red Dead Online is objectively terrible, and they never added any new DLC, and they never did anything like they did with the first Red Dead Redemption, where they had a whole zombie thing. I mean, they went above and beyond with Red Dead Redemption 1. If the zombie DLC had come out this year, I could see Red Dead Redemption winning. The other games that are the finalists, let's take a look at those. There's Dota 2. I mean, that makes sense. I wouldn't call it a Labor of Love. They're kind of doing that for the money. Rust, that makes sense. They're making a ton of content for that game. Apex Legends, another, it's great they're putting out new content, but again, they're doing that because that's how they fund the game. And then Deep Rock Galactic. Honestly, out of all these, just should have won. And I understand that I'm a bit biased. You can see that I chose it as the Labor of Love winner. But that's because that's what it is. That's what it is. That's why Terraria won so many times. If you look in the past, Terraria has won so many of these awards because they just kept putting out new content. They just kept updating the game for absolutely no reason, for no monetary gain. Yeah, I'm sure that people got interested in the game again when they came out with new DLC, but they weren't charging for that DLC. It was just included in the game, so they kept that game relevant by adding free content. And that is a labor of love. They kept updating it. Deep Rock Galactic, they just keep coming with new seasons, new stuff, new content for completely free. Again, a labor of love. And that is not what we're seeing with Red Dead Redemption 2. Maybe you could argue, I guess, Rust again, they're doing a good job with free content. But Apex and Dota 2, you could argue that's still labor of love because they are putting time and effort into it and they are adding new content. But Red Dead Redemption 2 doesn't do any of that. Any of it. And yet here it is. Here it is. Why is it here? And it's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. So it just shits on people that are actually putting in the time and effort to update their game because a game that isn't doing that just won. And I think that's ridiculous. The second winner. Now this one I could believe is a joke. The other one, maybe it's because the Act Man is playing it and so Red Dead Redemption 2 is just trending right now and that's why I don't know. I genuinely don't know why Red Dead Redemption 2 is on here. This seems like just a big joke. And again, I get it. I get the joke. And it would be funnier if it wasn't taking away the spotlight from devs that deserve it instead of a multi-billion-dollar company like Microsoft. Because Starfield won the most innovative gameplay award. Starfield, Fallout in space, won the Most Innovative Game Award. That doesn't make any sense. There's nothing... Let's read what this is. What is this award for? The designers of this game are at the front lines of creative experimentation. Already, I don't have to finish this. I don't have to finish the description. It's already not Starfield. It is nowhere near Starfield. Starfield is not an experiment. It is Fallout in space. Okay, I'm sorry. I will continue it. Bringing a fresh perspective and brain-breaking surprises. The only thing that broke my brain with Starfield was that, a massive company that has a pedigree of great games put this out. That's the only brain-breaking thing I saw, was how it just completely failed when it came to doing exactly this, which is what we were hoping for, was being innovative and doing new things, and please don't just make it Fallout in space. This game delighted, inspired, and entertained with newness never played before. Newness never played before. I have played Starfield so many times, not on Starfield. I did it on The Outer Wilds. I did it on Fallout 3. I did it on Fallout 4. I have played the game already. I want to play something new. Starfield was not new. It was not innovative. And it did not honestly deserve how much time they put into this game. It doesn't feel like they put that much time into that game. It's just so sad to me. Because right now, because they won, because these games won, which, by the way, you know what? I want to give some attention, my tiny little channel, give some attention to Your Only Move is Hustle. Take a look at that game. Overwhelmingly positive in reviews, which, by the way, if you look at Starfield, what is that at? Oh yes, mostly negative. Shadow of a Doubt. What is this? It's a fully immersive sandbox detective game set in a fully simulated sci-fi world. Fully simulated. It did what Bethesda says they do, which is people have different things they like to do. They have their own routes. They have their own places they live. They have their own hobbies. They actually have lives. Do you remember that when it was supposed to be in Oblivion? When it was supposed to happen in Oblivion? And now Starfield, you have, what, Citizen? Everybody's named as Citizen. They don't even have names anymore. It's just lazy. Use a name generator. Remnant 2, which I've just seen the gameplay for this. I've watched a lot of different videos on it. I need to play this game at some point. Looks phenomenal. Looks like so much fun. Heard nothing but good things. And it at least is doing something interesting. It's being a different game. Contraband Police. Don't really know much about this one. Looks like you're a border guard. Interesting. You go to the storefront page. What do you see? There it is. There's Starfield on the front page, like it deserves it. And Red Dead Redemption 2. Games that don't need any marketing because they've already spent millions of dollars on it. It's just sad. It's sad to see them in the spotlight when they honestly don't deserve it. You'd like to see games that aren't just well-known titles winning. And I think that's what happens with a lot of these types of community-chosen things. People just choose the title they know. They just want the sticker or emote or whatever you get when you vote, and they don't actually pick or do research into anything else. They just pick the one they know and they move on. Unfortunately, indies kind of suffered this year because of it. So a lot of these different awards, they make sense, even if they are bigger companies, but it is sad to see these two awards given to games that just don't deserve it at all. I mean, I would have rather seen anything else win than either of those two games because both of them completely failed the description. Anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Of course, like the video if you guys liked it. Subscribe for more content. And as always, have a fantastic day. See you, everybody.